Go, guys.
All right, here we are. We're recording now. Welcome to Movie the Podcast. That's right, Movie the Podcast. We're all here. Thank you, Rutger Hauer. We got to watch The Hitcher.
Yeah.
1985, The Hitcher? 1986?
86, I think. Yeah.
Solid.
Oh, wait. It was from 86? It wasn't the 2007 version?
Yeah, it was not like the Michael Biehn version.
Are you doing a bit, or did you watch that one?
The one with Sean Bean and Sophia Bush?
Or Sean Bean, yeah, not Michael Biehn.
Sean Bean. That was not the one.
Oh, no.
Did you for real?
Did you for real watch that one?
No, I watched the original.
Oh, okay.
I watched it because it was on YouTube. I could watch it at 2 times speed, so it was like a Benny Hill movie.
Nice.
Was it in a? Are we recording it?
Yeah,
or,
we're recording.
Yeah, we're
was
recording.
it a really weird aspect ratio when you guys watched it?
I didn't notice, but I was watching on my phone, so I wouldn't have noticed.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I watched
Rolling over in his grave.
I watched it on the Plex. It seemed fine.
We couldn't find it on your Plex, so I just signed up for Cinemax.
I mean, all you had to do was search. It's in there. It's
Yeah,
just I added it like months ago, so it's just not in like the new part. It was on there.
Well, there you have it.
So yeah, we watched The Hitcher, a forgotten '80s slasher film.
Is it spun off from a TV show, or is that something else?
I think that's something else. Also, the version that I watched, I guess like this has got like, I don't know why, but it was like the title card was like The Hitcher, aka like Der Highway Murderer or whatever. It was like something in German. It was very funny. But what's that?
I'm hoping that Alec did watch the 2007 version because like Sean and I were like, this movie's so good that the remake has to be awful.
It's gotta be just total doo-doo.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen the remake. I remember when it came out and everybody was like, it's not very good. Cause that was that was like the Platinum Dunes era of, it's not a Platinum Dunes film, but it's like that era of
horror genre.
Yeah, it's that era of horror remakes. So I assume it's bad, but.
Well, whoever's got the next pick, we could watch the sequel, The Hitcher 2, also starring C. Thomas Howell.
From 2003, and it doesn't have Rutger Hauer in it.
How could it have Rutger Hauer in it?
Well, I know the guy seemed kind of immortal the whole time.
He was like, I thought the movie was going to tell us that he was like a robot or something.
Like
the way he just dispatched like everybody with like basically no problem. So yeah.
Homeboy got it done.
That's crazy. The Hitcher 2 sequel. You know who the killer is in the sequel?
Just see Thomas Howell?
No, it's Jake Busey.
Oh, God.
So I'm reading the premise for the second one that says, after being discharged from a local police force, Jim Halsey travels to Texas with his girlfriend to face down his demons and visit an old friend.
Discharged from the local police force? Like he became a cop after all that?
Yeah, all of that, yeah.
Along the way, Jim and Maggie pick up a demented hitchhiker who has diabolical. Like, why would you keep picking up hitchhikers after having this
why would you
experience?
ever
don't learn?
Also, like, I don't know. This movie reminded me of that episode of the Meeseeks episode of Rick and Morty, because even though Thomas Howell's name is cleared by the end of the film, he still did like countless illegal things that would have like
we're talking about. It's like even at the end, he still like threatens a cop with a gun and steals their vehicle and commits an extrajudicial murder.
Yeah, there's no way he would have just walked away from that. Like. Anyway, all right. What did you all watch this week? Alec, did you get a chance to watch any movies on your road trip?
I think so. We watched 2 movies. Actually, I watched 3, but I'm only going to talk about one. I'm going to save the Lifetime ones for next week.
Okay.
We watched a new movie. I think it's an HBO original. Mm-hmm. It's called Mountainhead.
Oh, that's the one where it's like Elon Musk type people and they're like after something like that. I know TikTok was mad about that movie. I know that.
It's it's supposed to be a bunch of tech bros. I would imagine it's supposed to be Elon Musk, Zuckerberg, the dude from Twitter with Jack
Jack Dorsey. Yeah.
And Peter Thiel, that fucking freak.
Yeah, it's supposed to be the four of them, but like two of them are Steve Carell and Jason Schwartzman, and those two are just excellent in everything.
Yeah, I like both of them.
One of the guys is Rami Youssef, who's really good. I don't know. I did not recognize the fourth guy at all. It's okay, but goddamn, it is so in the weeds with all this tech jargon.
Wow.
Like we could not follow half the shit they were talking about. Like the overall premise of it is the one dude is supposed to be like Elon Musk has this AI service, or maybe it's Zuckerberg. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
Either way.
But the one guy has his social media. It's called, I can't remember what it's called, but it has like an AI function now that is just spreading disinformation like crazy and is like starting wars basically and like uprisings based 100% on fake videos and fake facts. One of the other guys has basically an AI program that's like an AI fact checker that like it's so good that the government wants to use it to stop all the AI misinformation. But these two are like bros from forever ago. Steve Carell plays like the elder statesman of the group. He's not the richest, but he's the most experienced, so they look to him for advice on guidance. And then Jason Schwartzman is the one who is the least successful of the four, but he's also the one that tries the hardest because he wants to be as successful as the other ones. And they call him Soup Kitchen because he's the poorest, but he's worth like $580 million.
Yeah.
Like
broke boy, real broke boy hours.
Yeah. Like it's fine. It's intriguing at points, but it is so fucking hard to follow like the actual tech jargon and some of the shit they're talking about. Like I could not keep up with a lot of it.
It sucks though because for more than one reason, all this shit's like satire proof now. The other day they just swore like 4 chief technical officers as lieutenant colonels into the army.
Ridiculous.
Like, they asked Peter Thiel, it's like, do you think humanity should survive? Which is a pretty softball question that he could not get right.
Yeah, he was like, no.
Pause there.
Yeah.
Just like, hey.
Well, I feel like he was trying to figure out how to answer without revealing that he himself is some kind of vampire.
Well, isn't he literally like gets like blood transfusions all the time, right? Isn't that Peter Thiel?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like it.
Like Mr. Burns.
No, like seriously, like he has like I remember reading an article about it. Like he has these like blood boys, like fucking Mad Max, where he gets he thinks getting like blood transfusions like I don't know monthly or something is gonna like prolong his life. He's like obsessed with living to like 200 or whatever. It's ridiculous.
He also, I guess he had a husband and a kept boyfriend influencer, and the influencer shot himself in the apartment that Thiel owned.
Yeah.
I think his like whole thing was like talk about transhumanism.
Gosh, can you get closer to the mic?
God, you sound far away.
Sorry.
There you go. That's
a little bit about transhumanism and
way better.
Making your he's basically just preaching the plot of Deus Ex.
Yeah.
Well, and that's one of the plot points of this. Steve Carell has like cancer, so he's trying to push like post-human, like so he can get his consciousness uploaded into the AI basically and live forever because he has an inoperable cancer.
Oh yeah. He could be a real what's his name from Neuromancer, Dixie Flatline.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah.
It was fine. I just couldn't keep up with half the shit they were talking about. The cast is good and like they're engaging together, but it's hard to follow for me because I'm not into all that tech boy stuff like you guys are.
You should have stopped by MIT on your way to Maine, and maybe they could have explained it to you.
No, nobody's at MIT anymore because they're all air traffic controllers.
Oh shit. Anything else, Mr. Alex?
No, Gogs.
I watched 1 1/8 of things.
Let's just say if it's less than a quarter, you don't need to mention it anymore until you watch at least a quarter of it.
No, that's cool. But I did want to actually ask TJ about the 1/8 that I did watch.
Okay.
I started watching Ash, but you didn't like it, right?
I hated it. Yeah, I absolutely hated it.
All right, I'll see it through.
How much of it did you get through? Because honestly, if you watch 10 minutes of it, like you've seen the entire fucking movie. It's like It's the same. That was my biggest problem with it. It's like this. It's just that, and then like the whole movie is eventually the plot is told through flashback, which we all know that's like a wonderful narrative device. It's I don't know, like the guy that directed it, I guess he's a music producer. His name's Flying Lotus or something. I'd never heard of him, but I guess he's made like a couple of shorts, and this is his feature debut, and I hope he never makes another movie because I thought it was trash.
It felt like it wanted to be like Returnal, the movie.
Yeah, I mean, well, the sad thing is once you get to the end of it, it's just like your typical like hive mind alien thing, and it's like everything in that movie you've seen 1,000 times. It's just very bland, and I don't know, like it looks cheap, it feels cheap, the visuals are stupid. I just really hated it. I wouldn't even bother watching the whole thing, but you do you, buddy.
I'm gonna see it. I need more 2025 movies under my belt though.
That's fair.
I did watch because of my our conversation last week and not my sort of evolving thoughts on 28 Years Later.
Yeah.
I went and rewatched 28 Days Later.
Yeah, great movie.
What just a masterpiece.
It's one of the best. It's one of the best zombie movies ever made. Maybe
Also,
the best.
Weirdly responsible for a bunch of other bullshit we had to suffer through afterwards.
Yeah.
It's a Quentin Tarantino problem.
True.
But it's like that movie is so good. Cillian Murphy is so good in it. Was it not Domhnall Gleeson, Brandon Gleeson?
Brendan, yeah.
Brendan
Gleeson, yeah.
And then one of one of the
Christopher Eccles,
doctors.
yeah.
Christopher Eccleston. He played one of the doctors. Yeah. One of my favorite, but a hot take. Probably my favorite Doctor. I know nobody likes him, but he's one of my favorite. I love that season of Doctor Who.
But that movie.
It got me into Doctor Who. I want to say because of Alec. I think Alec told me to watch it.
I know.
I think it was you. Yeah, I really enjoyed. Yep. I mean, I liked the Matt Smith stuff, and I liked the other guy, David Tennant, a lot. But I love that Eccleston season.
But yeah, Eccleston season suffers from the effects.
Yeah,
the effects are pretty weak that first season. Mm-hmm. But I think that season is what got him a bigger budget, so the effects got better for the Tennant seasons.
Yeah, I agree.
What was the Last of Us movie before the show? It was that British zombie spore movie that no one talks about anymore.
Say that one more time.
There was a movie that was kind of like the plot of The Last of Us before The Last of Us show came out, where they got like zombie spores. It was like a black British girl, like a little girl.
Oh, the girl with the gifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a really good movie.
Yeah. I feel like nobody talks about that anymore.
Yeah, nobody talked about it when it came out either. It was very kind of under the radar movie. I think all of us liked it.
Piles of ass.
Yeah, it's very good.
That was good. But yeah, I 28 weeks later, or 28 days later, I keep saying weeks.
Are you going to go back and watch Weeks?
What's wild about it is just and I don't think they did it with CGI, was how empty they got London to film that movie.
They did not. They closed off streets and filmed
really
it at 4 in the morning.
Yeah.
As soon as the sun was coming up, they filmed all that shit live.
Apparently they are the only movie production to ever do that.
Because it was they got that place dead fucking quiet, and I was like, how?
I'm still blown away that they shot that movie on videotape.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah.
Well, the new one, Years, is basically shot on iPhones.
But you said that sucked, right?
No, I liked it. I thought visually it looked great. It's so funny. I have I need to rewatch it because I have complicated feelings on it. I think I'm warming up to it the more I think about it. I think I was just very negative on the ending, but I think I don't know. Upon thinking about it, I don't know. Maybe it's not as bad as I thought, but who knows?
I really want to see what the whole vision looks like, and then
yeah.
But that's everything I watched.
28 days later crawled so every other modern zombie movie could walk.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Even the Walking Dead intro to the Walking Dead comics is taken from this, with Rick being in the hospital for
100%. Yeah.
A month. It's crazy. Dawn of the Dead stole the running zombies.
Oh yeah.
Speaking of comics, because I'm years and years and years ago, TJ, I think it was you. I don't think it was Alan.
The 28. The comics are really good. Right? Yeah, I think it's Boom Studios. Those comics are great.
But the comic was the story of
Robert Carlyle?
no, the girl, I can't think of her, Selena and Mark, the first two guys that find Cillian Murphy's character, not the Cillian Murphy character, and then it was like a prequel, right?
Yeah.
And then oddly enough, Cillian Murphy's character's name was also Jim, so it's just lots of Jim-based things in that universe.
Well, Jim heavy.
I don't know if the comics are canon, but I do remember really liking those comics.
Yeah. So real quick before we move on, for scenes in London or on the motorway, the team got permission to shoot on a Sunday morning between 7 and 9 a.m. The police gradually slowed traffic in both directions so they could slowly film the streets.
Wow. That's wild.
You wouldn't think, there.
Because that movie's not expensive. You wouldn't think they'd have the coin to do some shit like that.
The clout.
For real.
They shut down London.
London.
I mean, honestly though, what's London doing?
True.
Tony Blair's over there just jacking off.
Ranking it.
Still?
He's never stopped cranking it. He just cranks.
He's the soldier boy Tellum of fucking England.
He's a perpetual motion machine, but it's just for cranking.
Hell yeah. All right. Anything else, Gogs?
No, nothing else from me.
I watched the whole first season of True Detective again. I hadn't seen that in a while. That holds up incredibly well.
Good.
All TV shows should be no more than 8 or 9 episodes, I think. I don't know. Is there anybody that doesn't love that first season? That first season of that show is so good. It doesn't matter what the rest of the seasons are. It'll never live up to it, and that's got to be tough.
Yeah, I think the only problem the first season has is the taint of the
plagiarism.
But whatever, you take that off the table, and it's just fucking Woody Harrelson and McConaughey are so good.
And that plagiarism is fucking, it's shameful how, he literally just lifts entire passages.
You've actually read the book, right? Because I heard it is grim. It's like you put it down and I don't want to be alive anymore.
It's one of my favorite books. Yeah, I love that book. The Conspiracy Against the Human Race.
Oh.
By Thomas Ligotti. Yeah, it's it's a nonfiction book. It's basically a philosophy book, but the way he writes it almost feels like a cosmic horror thing, but basically, it's about all these philosophers, and the conspiracy against the human race is that life is worth living. That is the thesis of the book, and basically the idea is that every person that's really studied existence ended up killing themselves. So maybe it's not that great to be alive. It's a heavy book, but I really love it. But all of the stuff that Russ Cole says is lifted from that book, wholesale.
Russ Cole's such a great character, but I feel like Woody Harrelson doesn't get enough credit for having to anchor that show in some kind of reality.
There's a couple of examples, but there's one time where Russ goes on some tangent in the car and they're together and he's just like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, let's play a game. How about we just shut the fuck up the whole way? Plus Ana de Armas.
Alexandra
Daddario is
good night.
Fully nude, and that is tremendous.
It's fantastic.
But yeah, that's about it. I just man, there's a bunch of movies I want to catch up with, older movies, but I'm not motivated to watch almost anything new. Superman, I guess. That's about it. Superman.
You're not worried it's going to be too woke?
I hope it's super woke and after the first scene, Superman just becomes a black stud.
Dude, I can't take the fucking Snyderverse people. It's so obnoxious. Every piece of advertisement that's put on social media, they're just it should be Henry Cavill. It's God, get a life. God, Jesus
I heard
Christ.
He's going to be in the movie as some kind of dark Superman analog or something or another.
Well, in the trailer, there's a guy that manhandles Superman, and he's got
Ultraman.
He's got a U on his chest. That's probably Ultraman, who's the Earth 2 Superman, if anybody's familiar with that comic book.
Earth 2.
One of my favorite Superman stories is whatever happened to Peace, Love, and Truth, Justice, in America Way, where he fights the elite.
It's great.
Yeah.
The cartoon's not that good.
The
DC animated things, not very
Kenny
good.
Omega and
it's Kid Omega, I think is his name. I can't remember.
No,
Kid Omega's Quentin Quire.
Oh yeah, I can't remember, but yeah,
I'm
that
talking
shit's
about
good.
wrestling, the Elite. I can't remember.
Oh.
But that's it. Teagles.
I did the unthinkable, and I read a book
Boo.
called
Dog
we have
Yeah.
we have to do something, and I read the book, and I really liked the book. And then I saw, like, on the book, it's like, oh, soon to be made into a major motion picture or whatever. So I Googled it, and I was like, oh, I guess it's coming out. It actually came out in 2021. So I watched the movie, and the movie's not that great. I really like the book, but I think, like, it it just shows you that certain concepts work in a novel. They don't translate well to film. Basically, the idea of this book is this family, they get this, they're trapped in this bathroom. They get these like severe storm / like tornado alerts. So they all huddle in the bathroom for safety. And then in the process of this storm, a tree hits the side of their house. So they're like trapped in this bathroom.
Oh wait, I remember hearing about this.
And in the book,
Are you thinking of Take Shelter with fucking Michael Shannon? Because that is a somewhat similar setup.
Yeah, I don't know. But well, I'm not, because I know what I'm talking about. I just read.
No, Gogs was. I was asking if that's what Gogs was talking about.
But anyway, the book does a really good job in like being disorienting. Like the family is trapped in this bathroom. They don't know how much time has passed. Like the father's an alcoholic and he's going through DTs, and then like the family is just like slowly going insane. And then they do like this. I think the book does a good job where like the narrator of the story is this daughter, and there's something up with the daughter the whole time. You don't really know what it is. And the book does a good job where like they're kind of like time is kind of like folding on top of itself. Like she's like recollecting things and she thinks it's currently happening. And at one point she goes to the mom. She's like, were we always here? Like in the bathroom? Like, the book does a really good job on like the psychological horror aspect of it. The movie just doesn't capture the tone of the book very well. Like it's one of those things. It's like I keep using this comparison, but it's like a Zack Snyder thing, right? Where technically the movie gets all the story beats right, but like it's missing something. It's missing like
it doesn't understand like the point. I'm trying to think of like the way to put it, but like it can't break the back of the story.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the story is kind of simple. Like, the book is very short, and, like, I really enjoyed it. I thought the movie did an okay job. Pat Healy is the dad, and he does a good job. The girl who's the main character is this girl, Sierra McCormick, who I really like. She was in that, what was that movie? Last Stop in Yuma County that I really liked. It came out last year. But the movie's, the movie's like a 5. The movie's like a 5 or a 6. It's just not that great. I like the book a lot, but I thought the movie just kind of left me wanting a lot more.
Like, I know it's a hard question, but divorced from the book, is it better or is it just kind of like its own fault?
Yeah, I mean, if I didn't have the background of the book, I think I would have really disliked the movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like me liking the story kind of does a lot of work for the movie, because the movie doesn't do a very good job in like fleshing anyone out particularly well. And I don't know, like by the end of the movie, I was just, and the book ends like super weird and you don't really understand what happens. And then I know that's a tough thing to like translate to a movie, but the way they ended is like super hokey, and it's like, I don't know. But yeah, I wouldn't bother with it. Good book though. Good afternoon read. I mean, it's a very quick novel, so. But that's all I watched. I was gonna watch more stuff, but I went to the Savannah Bananas game last night, so it kind of ate up all my time.
Have you played Death Stranding 2 yet?
No. I gotta beat Liza P's DLC, which is exceptionally hard. But as soon as I beat that, I will get Death Stranding too.
Who won in the Bananas game? Did you bet against the Bananas?
No, the Bananas won. It was a blast. They must be making money hand over fist because that place was sold out.
Well, you gotta like win a like a lottery and then win another lottery just to buy the tickets.
I don't know.
Yeah, I was pissed because like I was on a pre-sale list for Camden Yards because I'm a season ticket holder, and like I couldn't even get them. They were like, "Oh, the pre-sale starts for you starts some whatever day and time," and then they emailed me like 4 hours before that time saying, "Oh, the tickets are sold out." I was like,
Did they bring the whole situation where all the food and sodas free during the game?
No.
Oh, because that's what they do down in Savannah. I thought that they took the whole show on the road like that.
No. They're making a lot of money. I got lucky because somebody at work had I didn't even know this existed, but like kind of like Gogs, you remember like that like club level, like on the lower level behind home plate. So Nats Park has a similar thing. It's called the Terra level or Terra Club. And
isn't it the Diamond Club? Isn't it always the Diamond Club in the NL?
It was called the Terra Club, so I don't know. But it was like fully catered, free drinks. Like it was amazing. So, but the game itself is a blast. If you ever get a chance to go, I recommend it. It's a lot of fun.
Is it like a Globetrotters thing where they play the same like generals type team?
They play the party animals.
Is that what it is?
No, they have 4 teams, including the Bananas in the league now. They played the Firefighters. They have the Firefighters, and I forget the other 3 teams.
The Texas Tailgaters just got.
But I do believe the Bananas lose, though. It's not.
Oh, it's not.
I don't think they win every game. They competitively play the games.
I mean, they seemed like they were like really pitching and hitting and stuff. You know what I mean? It's not like they were giving them like, okay. But it was a lot of fun. I highly recommend it. And they do a lot of crazy stuff between innings and like it's a blast. It was crazy to see Nats Park like completely sold out. I've been to a handful of Nats games.
They sold out Oriole Park when they went there.
Yeah, well, I think Nats Park is bigger than Camden Yards.
The Oriole one isn't till like August.
But yeah, it was cool. It was a lot of fun. So yeah, go Bananas. It was a blast.
Well, who am I thinking of? What they sell? They sold out Philly?
I mean, they've been doing like this major league tour like all season so far.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if they sold out the Philly stadium. That I think the Philly stadium holds like 60,000 people. But it was cool. But anyway, that's all I watched. I really wanted to watch there's this Japanese horror movie that's on Shudder that's supposed to be really cool called like 4 Best Wishes, but I haven't gotten a chance to watch that. I was going to watch the new Wes Anderson movie too, which somehow already showed up on the torrent site. So there's like a good version of that already on the Plex. I've been meaning to watch that. But,
Phoenician or whatever?
Something like that. But anyway, that's all I watched. So let's get into the Hitcher. Okay. Guys, what happened in the Hitcher?
More like the Hitcher.
Yeah.
Nice.
He was more of a car thief than he was a hitchhiker. But
I told Gogs I'm doing the Prayer Before Dawn thing where it's like there's not enough hitchhiking in this movie.
I mean, he does hitchhike several times in the beginning. He's just a murderer. He doesn't really steal the cars. He just murders everybody.
Yeah, so C. Thomas Howell is driving through Texas on his way from Chicago to San Diego because he signed up on an message board, like a physical board.
He's taking an insane route, by the way. Gogs and I had to stop and look up like the route to San Diego from Chicago.
That's 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour difference to not go to the Dahmer Pass.
I don't know if this is still a thing, but there's a car service apparently where you can like sign up to drive a car.
I think he's delivering it.
That's exactly what he's doing.
Wasn't there a movie recently about 2 young ladies going across country and they were doing the same thing?
Runaway Girls. I haven't watched it. That's a Joel Cohen movie.
I think that was like the conceit in that movie.
Well, I think Vanishing Point, the original one, was that he has to get that car to some place in a certain amount of time, and that's all set up in the movie.
Oh, the old Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey. I just I don't trust randos just driving my Cadillac across country.
Yeah, it's a wild thing that's like you're gonna. We lost Alex. But like, it's a wild thing to like, hey, I bought this car. Now there's going to be like 2,000 miles on it, and God only knows what this person.
I didn't take it as he bought the car. I thought it was he flew out to San Diego and he wanted his car there, so he came to have someone drive his car there.
That's even crazy.
Just rent a car, bro.
Which is even bougie. Yeah, I know. But anyway, or maybe he moved out there. He didn't feel like doing something. Anyway, C. Thomas Howell has been for months trying to figure out a way to get to California on someone else's dime. And he's doing that by driving this red Cadillac Brome or whatever across.
It's a
Merlot Broham.
Oh yeah.
And anywho, he almost hits a truck. He's in the rain, and then he sees this figure who doesn't look ominous at all, hitching a ride on the side of the road, and he pulls over, and it's Rutger Hauer. and Rutger Hauer is just being the most menacing.
Dude,
and
from jump, he is like the most insane, intense person.
Well, it's why he doesn't seem real. He seems like a hallucination immediately.
Right. He picks up Roy Batty, and he's just like, all right.
Also, did anybody else chuckle? Because, like, obviously Roy Batty, and the first time you see him, it's like pouring down rain.
Oh, yeah. There's also a Roy's gas station or something that the bus stops at.
Oh, that's
this
funny.
was before?
No, Blade Runner's like
this is after.
86.
Okay. So, anywho, C. Thomas Howell's like, so what's going on? What are you up to? And he's like, I'm gonna cut you to ribbons. He's like, oh, that's
there's no like subterfuge.
No, I mean it's kind of like sexual and a little like intimate.
Okay, I'm glad you picked up on that because I did think it was kind of sexual. It was very weird because he's like staring at him and like. He's like smoking that cigarette all seductively. I'm like,
they go through the place where they're doing road work, and then like the guy like interrogates
by the
him,
flag guy,
and then the flag guy's like, "All right, you two Marys have a good time," and sends him on his way. I was telling Sean, I was like, "See, Thomas Howell's gonna have to put a note in his jacket, like he's like, if I die, just let him know that I loved pussy."
Also, everyone in this movie, like this movie must have been sponsored by Philip Morris because everybody wants a cigarette. The road guy wants a cigarette.
I wanted a cigarette.
Me too, man.
Like,
it used to be a proper country where everybody was smoking and shit was sexy all the time.
Yeah, it was like, he was like, do you have any cigarettes? Like, of course, yeah. My mom packed my lunch. She gave me my shit.
It's like they pass another car and it's like, did this already happen where he passed the car?
No, so he goes through the tunnel. He gets past the construction workers. Basically, Rutger Hauer's like taunting him. He's like, listen, and you got to get the vibes that Rutger Hauer's like, he wants to get caught. He wants to die. This is how he wants to go out, but he's not going to, like, this is what he's going to do until he's taken out. Right. And he's like, just fucking kill me. Do it. You get coward, whatever. And then C. Thomas Howell knows the door is open. So he like shoves him out the door, hits a hard right. Like it's that move where you toss your buddy from a golf cart. And he sends him. And he's like, all right, cool. Now I can go to California. And so he's driving through the night. And all of a sudden a car swings by that's got like a family of 4 pulling a boat.
Oh, you missed the part where he sees the Volkswagen Bug on the side of the road.
Oh, excuse me. Right. So before that all comes down, he sees the Volkswagen Bug. Then he questions Rutger Hauer. And then Rutger Hauer says he's going to kill him. Yeah. Then they see the construction people. Now dumps him. Next morning, he sees his family and he's like tries to like get over to the side of them. And he's like, hey, fucking knock it off! Like you got a murder in your car. And then he slams into a tour bus. That the same tour bus shows up later, or it's a commuter bus. Is it the same bus?
No, I think it's a different bus.
Okay.
Also, like you come to realize that Rutger Hauer's like Goro Majima in the Yakuza remakes, where he just like his ass is everywhere.
Yeah.
He's a Nightcrawler. So he finally he hits a bus, he shakes it off, he gets in this now starting to get wrecked car. More on that later, and then chases it down, and then finds the bloody remains of like the family that got done up. So then he like pulls over and like retires into like a gas station. And Rutger Hauer, now from the rest of the movies, Rutger Hauer just magically appearing in front of him to the point where we thought that Rutger Hauer was him. Like spoiler alert, it's not. But like it was in some ways the only way to explain like how ever present.
It makes a lot more sense.
Yeah. So then Rutger Hauer and him get into a truck fight at a gas station.
Well, hold on. Did we already do Jennifer Jason Leigh?
No, he hasn't met her yet because the car gets caught on.
Oh, this is a different gas station. Oh, yeah.
So he's at the gas station. I'm sorry. He's at the gas station. It's locked up. And then this badass Chevy just emerges through the side of it, mows down all the gas pumps, and then he lights it on fire. The next thing you know, C. Thomas Howell is now this car is getting charred. Like it is on fire, ripping away from this situation. Now, I believe, is where he ends up at Roy's Diner.
Well, the gas station also explodes.
The gas station explodes. And then what's her name? Jennifer Jason Leigh gets let off. Maybe the same bus. I'm not sure.
No, doesn't she work at the fucking...
She does.
She works at the restaurant.
She works at the restaurant, but you meet her coming off of a bus and then going into the restaurant because the bus pulls away. And I thought we were going to see the flaming remains of the gas station, but no, you see this restaurant. She eventually lets dude in, lets him take a sink shower, makes him even though she says she's not good at this, she made what looks like to be an exquisite
delicious cheeseburger
with the thickest,
the biggest fries you've ever seen in your life. That's not a potato wedge.
Texas fries
with nothing to drink.
Yeah, and Sean pointed out he raw dogged that with no Diet Coke or nothing, no sweet tea.
But that meal looked good to the point where it almost looked like cartoon food. You see food in cartoons always looks awesome.
So then, at some point, they had a little conversation in the garage somewhere. I forget how that ended because that happened before this. Now he's at the restaurant. Jennifer Jason Leigh's making him food. They call the cops. The cops are on the way. She's talking about how slow the cops are. He takes a sink shower. He's eating his food. As he's eating it, one of the fries is a human finger. And he's like, oh, snap.
And at this point, this is okay, is he hallucinating?
Yeah, right. Is this real? Then he runs outside. The cops draw down on him. They pull stuff out of his pockets, and they find the bloody switchblade. So now he's getting set up. So now they take him to juvie or wherever, and they're interrogating him. And he's like, call the car place, and they're not open on Sundays. He's like, well, call my brother, and his brother didn't pick up. So he lost all his phone to friends. And then they put him in the cell, and he goes to sleep, and he wakes up.
The one cop though is that guy's not a murderer. Anyone can see that. He thinks something is up.
This scene is very reminiscent of the first Terminator police scene.
Yeah. He comes out of the cell, and everyone's just been got.
Dog with zero loyalty.
Yeah. So then
this movie reminds me a little bit of Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer in the sense that all the violence takes place off screen, and you always see the aftermath of it. I mean, not towards the end.
The only actual on-screen violence you see is what happens to him at the end.
Yeah, you don't. Yeah, you never really see him kill people. I guess. Well, there is a hilarious, one of the funniest kills in the whole movie is when Rutger Hauer is in a truck and he fucking takes down a helicopter.
Yeah, that was dope as hell. So then dude escapes the police station, and then he goes to go make a phone call in a.
By escapes, he saunters out of the police station because everybody's dead.
Then two more cops show up, or they're Texas Civil Protection agents or something. Then he draws down on them. This one, he's the guy. He's losing it. He draws down on dude. He locks. He gets one handcuffed up. Gets the other one. They're we're going in the car at the same time. They're rolling down the street. He's you're going to take me to this place. I'm going to turn myself in. Then Rutger Hauer magically appears, zaps both dudes in the neck. Then he
shoot them both with one shot? Does it go
it's
both?
two.
Oh, okay.
It's a bang bang. And then C. Thomas Howell, I guess, regains control of the car. How does he get away in this scenario? Because later
he takes a cop car, right?
I guess he takes the cop's car.
Yeah.
He gets away. Because because Rutger Hauer's just fucking with him. And then he ends up at another gas station. He sneaks onto the bus. Oh, he sits down at the diner. Rutger Hauer sits across from him. He's like, your gun's not loaded. Shoot me if you want. He's just toying with him. He shoots, Rutger Hauer goes bang. C. Thomas Howell does the Homer Simpson, hey, Eddie Oakley, he just starts clicking. Nothing's happening. But Rutger Hauer has all of his bullets, which he leaves for him in a napkin, which is furthering, is this
you forgot the part where he was eating his big Texas fries, and somehow there's a severed finger in the fries.
Well, that happened at Jennifer Jason Leigh's restaurant. I mentioned that.
Yeah, he mentioned it.
So then Rutger Hauer, leaves him again. And then he's like, all right, well, I'm going to get on this bus. And he loads his gun in the bus. And then Jennifer Jason Leigh is on that bus. And he pulls her into the bathroom. And he's very menacingly holding a gun to her.
He's like, I'm not going to shoot or rape you.
She's like, all right. He's like, do you believe me? Sure. Then they get off the...
So, for part of this plot to work, you have to believe that Jennifer Jason Leigh is the horniest woman on earth. Because she's going along with everything to a point that's not consistent with humans.
when he gets her on the bus, I thought that there was going to be some kind of plot device where she was in on it, like she had some connection.
I thought it was going to be her, like her dad was him.
Right. I thought there was going to be
at that point. I thought he was just imagining everybody.
Yeah.
Honestly, it makes more sense because Rutger Hauer just again is like an unstoppable killing force that's always around, like ever present.
So then the police stop the bus. He gets off the bus. He's getting arrested. She's ride or die. She shows up, starts firing off at the cops because the cops are trying to trick C. Thomas Howell into grabbing his wrist so they can justify shooting him. That's the whole, you spit on my wrist, wipe it off bit, right? And then she's like, no, that's not going to play. So then they get in a cop car. Then it becomes Blues Brothers for 15 minutes, and it's getting chased. And like,
there's a great shot. There's a lot of great shots in this movie, surprisingly, because I don't think the movie's super expensive. But you see these hills and gogs, like this needs to be like, was it Blues Brothers?
No, as I said, Indiana Jones. He comes over the hill, then it's just everybody,
and then you just hear this the helicopter like fly into view.
Yeah, like so the car gets like dismantled via shotguns, and then the police cars get like, I don't know. It's almost like they did the Top Gun thing where you put on the air brakes and then the two cars just, and then they come in, they're cresting a hill, and then there's a helicopter. Then Roy Batty shows up with his C-10, and he with a 357, he zaps a helicopter out of the sky, which then perfectly drops on the other police cars behind. Like it did like give me like, this is high tension. Like everything's working out too perfectly. Like this is nuts.
It's very insane.
So then they eventually make it to like, the car breaks down. They walk into what I thought was like a mobile trailer park, but I guess it was a hotel. He gets a proper shower, not a sink shower. Jennifer Jason Leigh is laying in bed. Fucking Rutger Hauer just appears in the room, steals her, and then stuff gets real because he walks out and the cops are like, hey, we need you to help with this hostage negotiation situation.
Hey, Alex trying to say something.
Yes,
he kidnapped her, tied her between a trailer and a truck in like 3 seconds.
I believe God referred to this as grendling her.
Yes, this is premeditated and pretty brilliant, if I'm not going to lie. This is like wild.
Because I was like, they can't just shoot him, and then as soon as I said it, it's like, if we shoot him, like they heard me. Like, he'll let his foot off the clutch and she'll die.
So
but there's no reason one of them couldn't have crawled under the trailer and just cut the ropes.
Uncut the wire. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
All the way from the back. It's like a 64-foot trailer.
Just chuck the wheels. But anyway, so then they're like, our brilliant police strategy is to put this unarmed civilian into the cab of this truck with this psychopath.
He likes you. Just go in there and see what you can do. It's
a wild strategy on their part.
So then Rutger Hauer's like, blow me away. And the dude's like, I can't because that'll kill her. And he's like, all right. They just guns it.
Yeah, I couldn't believe that they actually killed Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yeah, I was not expecting that at all.
So then...
Well, she didn't just get killed. She got ripped into pieces.
Yeah.
Depends on where the failure points were. Where she took battle damage. So then, so now it's all like the next day, everybody's chill. I'm like, hey, look, we figured it out. This guy doesn't have a name or a social security number or whatever else. They're like, help us interrogate him, whatever. And they have their moment in there, and then they're like, all right, we're going to transport him. We're going to get you somewhere else.
We're just going to drop you off. No further questions, no court hearing, no nothing.
No. And then the guy, the sheriff that's driving him is like a character actor who's in like everything.
Oh, hang on. Before he takes him off, they go in to have, it's like, well, you try talking to him. He won't tell us shit. So he walks in there, like shakes Rutger Hauer's hand very sexually, and then ejaculates on his face. Like he spits on him like the whitest gobs.
Oh yeah, and then the police like, oh, okay, that was a bad idea. Sorry about that, guys.
Yeah, his reaction was pretty funny. He's like, yeah, I don't know why I thought that was.
Right.
The guy in that scene who is the negotiator.
It's Quark.
Yes, he was also in Buffy, the TV show.
Oh no shit.
For like a season as one of like the low-level bad guys. I just thought it was funny that we watched Buffy last week, and Armin Shimmerman showed up this week.
We caught ourselves a double.
His name is Armin Shimmerman. What a name.
Armin Panzarian.
Up yours, children.
Armin's copy of Swank.
May I see your copy of Swank?
All my dreams involve combing my hair.
So then, okay, so dude is driving dude away. C. Thomas Howell's like, nah, fam, and he asks for a cigarette, then yanks dude's gun, and now commits more crimes to commit more crimes. Steals we said it was a Ram Charger?
Yeah, it was a 1980 Dodge Ram Charger.
He catches up to the prison transfer bus. Rutger Hauer has somehow, Rubik's cubed his way out of his handcuffs.
Guys, I'm ashamed of you. That was my old truck.
I couldn't tell if it was a Bronco
Did you
or a
have
Ram
one?
Charger. He did have a Ram
Oh,
Charger.
nice.
A Canyon Arrow.
Why don't you still have it? That sounds awesome.
It
died several ways.
We came back from Ocean City one time in the rain.
Yeah.
And one of the windshield wipers flew off. And I had to run out into the rain and take the metal. It sheared off. It was this piece of metal scraping against. So I had to take my gym sock, tied around the end. So it was a mess.
The engine blew out, so I got a new engine. Transmission broke. And I just drove it with a bad transmission until I couldn't drive it anymore.
Didn't it sit dead in front of my parents' house for a week and a half because something went on it?
It wasn't that long, but it was a couple of days till I could get it towed.
I love that car.
Definitely wasn't a week and a half.
Canyon Arrow. But anyway, so he pulls up, but by now Rutger Hauer has acquired a Benelli or a Spaz 12.
Oh, he's executed everybody in this bus.
And then he blows
that shotgun's cool as shit.
Dope. Oh wait, that reminds me. I watched Jurassic Park with my kids because Muldoon has that same shotgun. So I watched two things. Jurassic Park still holds up. It's a good film. He blows out the back of the bus and he starts shooting it's like that Lucky and Wild arcade game. And then that was
a great game. Good pull there.
He stage dives through the windshield, and now he's going to get
a pre-safety glass windshield too. It's just a piece of plate glass. He just hurls himself through.
And the C. Thomas, it turns into that thing where it's everyone has a plan until they get punched in the nose. Well, his plan just got punched in the nose. I didn't even know what to do. But then he slams on the brakes. Fucking Rutger Hauer flies out, and then he can't get the car started. So Rutger Hauer is dismantling the Charger with a shotgun until he finally gets the ignition to turn over. Fucking smashes Rutger Hauer with a truck. Then he gets out, doesn't finish the job, gets out, picks up the shotgun, walks over, nudges the body. He's like, I guess that's good enough. Rutger Hauer springs up, and then C. Thomas Howell just Alex Murphys him, and then it's credits. That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
This movie kind of fucking
rules. Roger Ebert gave this 0 stars because the killer has no motivation. I think that makes it scarier and more fun.
No, I'm glad they never I don't know. It makes him creepier, and the fact that the whole time he's I can't remember the real life serial killer. I think it was Ed Kempner or whatever. But he would always tell whenever he got arrested, he'd just kill me because I'm not gonna stop.
It's way scarier if there's no other motivation.
That's kind of what Rutger Hauer is every time you see him. He's he wants to die. He wants someone to kill him, and that's kind of interesting. I don't know.
Or he's trying to unlock everybody else's secret killer thing. It's like a fucking Killing Joke scenario. The book, not the band.
Yeah. The other thing is, Sean touched on it briefly, but I thought this movie looked really good. It was shot really well. I was not expecting that. Because this is kind of a Canon movie too.
It's a TV movie too.
HBO Films produced it. Canon distributed it.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out.
Yeah. So it's technically a Canon film, but not really. They didn't produce it.
The movie's a banger, man. That's a good. I'm glad we got to watch it.
It was a lot of fun. Anything else you want to get into before 5 Knuckle Shuffles?
I don't think so. Unfortunately,
shit. I'm sorry. Alec, was your favorite part of the movie the fact that your truck was in it?
That was absolutely my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah, I knew it.
That's 2 movies I've watched in the past week that had my truck in it.
That's wild.
Something else I watched. What did I talk about earlier? Oh, Mountainhead. It wasn't Mountainhead. I don't know. Something else I watched.
That movie, did some woman get beaten in a Canyon Arrow or something?
It had the same. I forget what it was we were watching, but it had the same. It had the pickup version of my truck.
Oh, no shit.
But it was my truck had the full back. They had one that was like the back was like cut out. It looked kind of like those Baja Cruisers.
Mm-hmm.
It was that I saw when I was like, that's my old car, kind of. And then I saw this and I was like, that is my old car.
That's
I'm a guy like me.
All right. 5 knuckle shuffle time.
So, I'm sorry, just real quick. I thought Roger Deakins shot it, but I guess I was wrong. The guy that shot this movie shot Fury Road.
Oh, wow.
Makes a lot of sense.
I mean, the car chase stuff is done really well, so that makes
Mad
a lot
Max.
of
Mad Max vibes.
Yeah, it definitely did. I liked how
Fury Road.
John Seal, he shot this and he shot Fury Road.
Is that it? Did he do anything else?
That's it. Bookend. The English Patient, Witness, Mr. Ripley, which I think is a good looking movie.
Oh, wow.
The guy who directed this has directed like a billion of those Jesse Stone movies.
All the Tom Selleck.
I never heard
like
of it.
9 Tom Selleck movies.
They're like straight to like ABC movies. There's a ton of them. I think there's even more than this.
Never
and he
even heard of
directed
it.
a bunch of that show Blue Bloods that also has Tom Selleck.
This guy loves Tom Selleck. All right. 5 knuckle shuffle time. Sean.
8. I think this is an eminently watchable movie that you can pay attention to or don't have to, and you can just kind of make up the plot in your head because, like, shit just happens that shouldn't happen at all, and there's no explanation. It's not like at the end you find out he's the Wishmaster or whatever. He's just there. Gogs mentioned, like, and I know we bring this guy up a lot, but Shigur, like, he's one of those, like, force of nature things that just can't be stopped. So, C. Thomas Howell is perfectly cromulent in the role. Although, like, the outset, he looks like a modern lesbian with his, like, flannel hoodie and weird coif. Also, go ahead, TJ.
I was just going to say that to get into your thing where you're like, is this all in his head? The movie does almost kind of tip you into that direction because remember the beginning of the movie, he's like falling asleep as he's driving.
Yeah.
So like almost this movie could have done like a bookend where he like died on the road and this is all like in his head the whole time.
Even up to the point where he shoots down that helicopter while he's driving.
Yeah, it could be just Brazil.
The girl's just staring out the side of the thing, and it's like, is she gonna mention this at all? Like, and she doesn't. But then in the next scene, I guess they do. Also,
I do love when he tells her to like, he's like, just shoot the tires, like shooting a gun, like someone that's never shot a gun, like just aim at the tires, like it's super easy.
Also, that one cop has like a snub nose, like 38, which is crazy. Like,
C. Thomas Howell did get progressively better with revolvers throughout the entire film.
But like from scene to scene, like he spends that whole time struggling with getting the chamber open, and then like the next scene he's like flopping it closed. Yeah.
What a year for C. Thomas Howell. Like he had this and Soul Man.
Hell yeah.
Please someone pick Soul Man next week.
And then he never did it again.
Please someone pick Soul Man. They can finally get canceled.
This movie also feels like very 70s-ish.
Definitely.
It is a movie that is both ripe for a remake and very easily to make a poor remake because you find out that the Hitcher's dad fingered him or something.
I might have to watch the remake this week just to compare.
I'm sure it's awful.
Yeah, it's probably bad.
But it's an A for me. This is an easy one. Alec.
I'm going to give it a 5 because I've seen this movie before. And even though it's very simple in A to B, I forgot most of everything about it. It was fine.
Yeah.
Like, I understand what you're saying, Shel, with the villain having, like, no discernible motives and that making it terrifying. But it also, for me, it made it very, lazy almost.
Okay.
Like, yeah, this guy's awesome and he just goes around killing people. Like, give him at least, I don't know, something.
What else do you got?
At least some reason why. And he even, like, through the whole movie, he's just like, I'm just going to torment the shit out of this guy that I've never met before for no reason. Like, give me, like, something. Or it turns out he's the guy that hired this kid into, like, a trap for some reason or something. Like,
that's a good one.
But there's nothing at all. Like,
nothing at all?
Nothing at all. I see what you're saying. Cause you
feels like I'm killing for nothing at all.
There was a spate of home invasion movies that came out where it was just random
funny games and
where it's just like there was no.
Why are you doing this? Because you were home.
Yeah. Oh god.
And the remake is officially a Platinum Dunes movie, TJ.
Oh, it was a Platinum Dunes. Okay. I knew it came out in that era. I didn't realize it actually was Platinum Dunes.
Attitude Era horror.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 5. I bet you the remake would be more memorable because it would be almost like a new metal movie and have all kinds of songs I would at least recognize.
Fair.
How much Evanescence can we afford?
Yeah. Get Stained on the horn.
Oh, man. TJ.
It's an 8 for me, dog. I really enjoyed this movie. This movie is so fucking stupid, and like I think C. Thomas Howell is horrible, but in like a very funny, entertaining way. Like his performance is really bad, but like it's kind of endearing how bad it is because he's just constantly going, "What? I don't know what." Like
I told God he sounds like Mark Hamill in the first Star Wars movie. Like it's a whole other year. Like he's got that.
Yeah.
Kind of...
I mean, but at the same time, like it's the kind of bad that I like because it's very 80s horror movie bad, so I kind of love it. Rutger Hauer, the connecting fiber to why we picked this movie, he's great. I mean, he's fucking terrifying in this movie, and he's super intense the entire time. Like, I really enjoyed his performance. It's so fucking over the top all the time. Like, again, to the point where it's almost like comedy. Like, again, like, he's just always around, always killing people. Like, he takes out an entire police precinct. Like, they're armed. Like, you think that, like, one of them would get a shot off, but he's, like, unfazed. He's driving, shooting helicopters down. Like, it's like a video game. It's ridiculous.
He is driving a truck off-road and zaps 2 police officers in the neck with a pistol. Like,
yeah, and shoots a helicopter down with a gun, just a handgun. They like kill Jennifer Jason Leigh in the most brutal way imaginable, but again, like, it seems ridiculous that, like Alex said, they couldn't just like cut the wires because like he's in the truck, he can't see what's going on behind the truck. Like, it doesn't seem like it's that far a flight to like figure out, hey, maybe we can disconnect her. But now we're just gonna like stand here and let her get murdered. Also, their ace strategy was, this guy really likes you. You see what you can do with him. Like, what the fuck?
I love that for them. That is the funniest.
But I mean, I like it because it's absurd and silly, and I enjoyed my time with it. So yeah, it's an 8 for me, dog. Gogs.
It's also an 8 for me. This is super watchable. I subscribe to the you know what? I can see, like, in the home invasion stuff, it gets old. I can see where it's getting old, but maybe it's just in the way Rutger Hauer did it. Like, his sort of non-motivated or his motivations to just, kind of like Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. Like, it's just scary because there's no rhyme or reason to it, which makes it all the more horrifying. It's like, if you just happen to cross the path, you're in trouble. So, like, he's great in it. C. Thomas Howell is perfectly serviceable. Jennifer Jason Leigh's good. It's well shot. It's fast. It's not, there's no soggy bits to it. It's bananas, and they did real stunts, and I like that. So it's a solid movie.
Let me tell you, the remake has songs by Dave Matthews Band, All American Rejects, and 9 Inch Nails.
Hell yeah.
So a third of their budget was probably just on those songs alone.
Oh, absolutely. Is it my turn?
I thought you already went. I thought you said 8.
No, to pick a movie.
Pick.
Whose pick is it this week?
Sean's. There's Sean or Gogs, not because I had Buffy last week.
I want to do. Oh, we can't use Rutger Hauer again, right?
No.
Oh shit. Okay, vamp for a second.
Unless you want to
please pick Soul Man.
Unless you want to like.
Oh yeah, let's do Soul Man.
Hell yeah! I can't wait.
Well,
and then somebody can pick Side Out, the volleyball movie, after that.
Oh no, we can't.
But we can
Soul Man has a ragingly big cast.
Yeah,
Leslie Nielsen's in it. Julia Louis-Dreyfus is in it.
James Earl Jones.
The lady.
Like, I almost wanted to pick The Outsiders because literally everyone is in that movie.
You could,
but no, we got to pick Soul Man just so we can talk about it.
All right, next week it's Soul Man. Then I can't wait. I'm very excited. I've never seen. Has anybody ever seen it?
I saw it when I was a boy.
Yeah, I've
seen
like
parts
clips
of
of
it
it.
from when I was younger, and I see it on TV, but I've never watched the whole thing with purpose.
The Soul Man based on a true story.
That's gonna. Wow.
Someone asked Google. Someone asked
Jan from The Office is in it.
Oh yeah, she is. Yeah, I can't wait to watch this. All right, well that's the show, everybody. What the hell was that? Lightning out here.
Nice tight hour. Hell yeah.
That movie's an hour long.
No, our show's an hour.
Oh, I was like, oh my god.
Cheat by using tanning pills in a larger dose than prescribed to appear to be African American.
Ooh, it has MC Gady, isn't it?
Oh, I thought this movie was like
Con Air.
I thought this movie was supposed to be magical. I thought this was like All of Me.
It's a comedy about equal opportunity.
It's about how white people get.
It is the present day suing DEI reverse discrimination thing.
Yeah.
There's too many blacks getting into Harvard.
Charlie Kirk's favorite movie, Soul Man.
I can't wait. All right, well that's the show, everybody. We'll see you next week, and you know what to do. Eat your own ass.
If you're capable.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.